going to talk about a skill that is very, very important, a hardcore soft skill, which is very, very important in order to take your success from here to here. And what happens is most of people don't know about it, and that's why most of people actually lose upon a lot of opportunities when they don't know what is the real meaning of negotiating skills. So today we're going to talk about that, how you can become a beautiful negotiator in your field, how you can get that communication skills, and it's going to be a good learning. So people, those who don't know me, again, I would like to tell you that I'm a soft skill trainer, and again, thank you so much, Board Infinity and Alpha, for having me over here. So, let's begin.
It's a pleasure to have you here. All right, ma'am. So let's just get started. So we're talking about negotiation skills. So could you just, for everybody's clarification, just give us a gist of what exactly it is?
Yeah. So basically, let's understand negotiation skills in terms of the real life example. For example, in the earlier part of the session, I told you that we're not going to talk about the simple negotiation skills, but let me tell you what is it in the real way, so that you can get more clarity. For example, Ananya goes to a vegetable vendor, right? And there we ask the vendor that what is the cost of onion. So as we all know that Indians have this thing that we have there to negotiate the price, right? So the vendor told that the onion is for rupees INR 40 per kg. But Ananya is like, she went to another place and it was near about at 35 or 30 rupees per kg. So she was like, no, bhaiya, it's very high. Kindly just give it me for 30 bucks, 30 rupees for 1 kg. And then you had a pretty much good discussion. Ho jata hai bhaiya, have it, please have it, right? We have a good discussion going on. We impose our negotiation skills. We try to persuade the vendor, and vendor is also trying to persuade that the customer takes up the product for 40 rupees, isn't it? That's what it happens. But vendor is not ready to give it on 30. You are not ready to buy it for 40. But then you get closed at somewhere in between. That is 35 rupees or 36 rupees. Basically, it will be 35 rupees. So that is simply negotiation skills. Similarly, we have to know how we have to apply the similar skills in our corporate sector. In terms of salaries we are actually getting from our corporate sector, in which we are actually, I believe, we are working for a company. But here the real game actually starts up, because when you go for an interview, we are actually so skeptical about our own skills. Like हमारे मुंह से वो word ही निकलता कि that I actually expect this amount of salary. I don't expect. I'm not okay with what you're giving to me because like for XYZ reasons. But you cannot just utter it from your mouth that, sir or ma'am, whatever opportunity you're giving me is so amazing. Your company is exceptional. You are exceptional. Like I had a wonderful word with you. Like, but here is a word of caution. But this is something that I cannot work upon because I also have some standards. So first thing, this is the real importance of negotiation skills that I tried to tell you, that this is negotiation skills that you need to know. कि आपको negotiate करना आना चाहिए. That yes, you deserve a lot, but many of the people actually don't know that they deserve a lot. So from there the actual spiral begins. So yeah, in real layman language, it's something that two people actually come to the middle of. They agree upon something, and that's nothing but negotiation skills. Hello Pari, hello everyone. Yeah.
All right. So I'm just going to remind the viewers too right now that if you have any questions regarding whatever we're talking about right now, if you have any doubts, feel free to ask below in the comment section, and I'm pretty sure our coach is going to answer them in a very clear and concise manner. All right, ma'am. So you told us what exactly negotiation skills is. So this is something that I personally want to know. Why exactly are they so important? Why do we need to have these skills?
Yeah. This question is really, really important when it comes to discussion in terms of negotiation skills. So first of all, we have to understand one thing. We all are a salesman, isn't it? We all are selling ourselves in one way or the other. Selling ourselves in terms of the skills we have. We are selling our skills. Right now, maybe I have sold my skills to Board Infinity, so they found that yes, Pooja is the right person to conduct a session upon this. Maybe like anybody, we are all here to just sell ourselves. We are there to sell our skills. Somebody is going to sell his business development skills to a company. Somebody is here who will be selling off his communication skills to a company for a customer care profile. So we are all here to just, I believe, to sell ourselves in one or the other way. But we actually don't know that we are selling ourselves in another way. So why to sell our skills at a very low price? That's the thing. In a corporate sector, if I talk about that, what price you get in terms of selling yourself? That's only thing in terms of the salary you get, isn't it? You would agree with me, Ananya, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a similar way that you get attention from the company. So you need to understand one thing, that you have a lot of skills, how you can be of good importance and how you can add value to the company, and then you can just quote. You always remember there is a with me formula. Anybody knows about with me formula? Ananya, you know about with me formula?
I
Ananya, can you
don't.
hear me?
If any. Yeah, I can. So I don't know about this formula. Okay, we got another comment that your
Somebody saying,
voice is a little low.
यार earphones use कर लेना फिर तो कुछ सुनाई नहीं देगा because my earphones are not really doing very good. Let me just switch off my
Could
AC
you come a
also.
little closer to the?
Yeah, I can come a bit closer. That's not a problem. Yeah, am I audible? बता दो. Just give me a second.
I don't think I can answer here.
Let me just switch off my AC. Yeah, just give me a second.
So the coach is going to sit in Bhishan Garmi right now, just to be more audible. So he is hoping that it's going to be better now. Let's all hope that, and we'll get back to our
Am I
session
audible?
right after.
Can you hear me now?
Hi guys, if you can just quickly answer whether she's better and you are audible.
Be more concentrated. That's what I would say. Have more focus. That is what the real sense of concentration is, isn't it, people? That in spite of all the, I would believe, the noise you have, everything you have, you need to focus on learning. And the other day I was in Mahabharat, and there was an amazing scene that was coming up over there. I would like to tell you also, Ananya. So there, Dronacharya, who was the teacher of Pandavas and the other brothers, Kaurav, so basically he was conducting a test for both the, for all the brothers. So he told them that he gave them a target that there is a bird on the top of the tree. So you have to just उसपे तीर मारना है आप लोग. You have to just ask. So सब करते हैं that everybody comes over there. He asked all of the brothers that what you can see. What are you able to see? So everybody sees, I am able to see the leaves, I am able to see the tail of the bird and all such type of things. And then Arjuna came over here. And then he asked, Arjun, what can you see? Firstly, he says that I can see only the bird. I can see the head of the bird. And then after a couple of seconds, he again asked him, wow, that what you can see. So he again said that now I can see only the eye of the bird. So that is the importance of having focus. That is the importance of having clarity. In spite of all the noises that are there in your life, always focus on the learning. So that is how you grow in your life. So that was a tiny motivation session. So yeah.
I think everybody who is really interested in learning today is going to actually listen to you carefully. So a little hindrance here and there should not be a major problem, right?
Exactly. So yeah, coming back to our topic. So we were talking about negotiation skills. So we have talked about that. Yes, it is very, very, very important that negotiation skills is very important. We all are salesmen over here. We need to consider that whatever the value that we're giving to the company, it needs to be very, very good. So I was talking about a with me formula, isn't it, Ananya? So I was talking to you.
Right. No, I don't. Okay. If anybody in the audience does, please feel free to answer.
Anybody, you know what is the with me formula? It's an interesting formula. If you know about it, like you can sell anything. So I also didn't know about this, but I was there for a meetup somewhere, and I met this amazing person who was the founder of Brand Samosa. So I met that person, and he actually made me realize that, Pooja, this is something that is so important. So basically, this with me formula is what's in it for me. What's in it for me, right? So this is a formula that needs to be there in all of us. So what happens over there is we people actually अब हमें पता चलता है, like I will be very frank over here, हमें किसी को पता चलता है कि हाँ negotiation skills कुछ होती है, we have to ask for salary or salary hike or whatsoever. But what they actually do is कि जैसे उनको इस चीज के बारे में पता चलता है, they just go over there and they just ask the HR कि इतना hike चाहिए, इतने में तो मैं I will not be able to work. That's not the right way to go about it, people. There is a process. Always remember, you were also born with the process of being in your mother's womb for 9 months. So there is a process for everything. So again, what is the process for that? What's in it for me is a beautiful process. Always tell the HR, or for example, you are in an existing company, like you are asking your manager, you're asking your, I would say the department's HR for a hike, like anything else that's gonna happen over there. So you have to just present them. You have to just tell them that how you can add value to the company once they will give you that hike, or once they will negotiate for the salary that you're asking for. Always, always tell it in the context of how you can add value in terms of the company. Like for example, I will be very straightforward here. Like we go for an interview, like a person goes for the interview, so the interviewer asks us that please tell me something about yourself, isn't it? The first question is really really simple. What? Tell me something about yourself. So we rant about कि मुझे ये आता है, मुझे ये आता है, मुझे ये आता है, मैंने ये किया है, मैंने ये किया, I have done this. HR is actually not interested in listening to all of this. He can know everything from your resume, that from where you have done your education, from which college you have, for which internships you have. He knows everything. Why he actually asked you this question, that is very, very crucial. That how you can be the person who can be the perfect fit for your organization. That 2-3 minutes that you get in the starting of your interview are like your golden minutes. Because at that point of time, you can actually tell the HR that yes, I can be of very good value for you. So even if you are negotiating, when you want a hike for a salary, always tell the HR, always that how you can add value to his or her company. So that is a thing that is very, very, very important. Similarly, so it goes everywhere. So you can relate it with any of the examples. So I just told you in a very simpler manner. Yeah.
We even got a question here in between. So I'm just going to make it very generalized because it is very specific to one industry. So the question is, how should a fresher negotiate a salary? Because they're a fresher, they don't have much experience, but at the same time they're thinking that I am worth something. So what stance should they negotiate upon?
Yeah. So basically, I would categorize freshers over here into two categories. First category is a fresher who doesn't have a corporate experience of a job, but he has actually done, I believe, he has worked as a freelancer. For example, nowadays we have a lot of digital marketers. So while they are doing their education, they are actually taking clients, right? So they have their clients. So first of all, the fresher is of one category. He or she has a freelance experience, but now they are fresher to the corporate sector in terms of the job experience. The second one is actually a fresher who is new out of the college, who is there to explore and a lot of things. So there are two types of fresher. First of all, it's very, very important. The A category fresher who has a freelance experience, one thing is for very sure. You have to be very, very particular when you're writing it in your resume. That what value did you give to your client when it comes to digital marketing? How did you add value to somebody's business? Like company will hire you on the basis of that आप उस company में कैसे value addition कर सकते हो. It's that simple. So that needs to be very, very clearly written in the resume. And there are good chances for that person to negotiate very well, because that person actually has a lot of testimonies in his hand, isn't it? He has a lot of brownie points. I would say he has a lot of brownie points in his hand. So again, very good point to negotiate. Like earlier, I was there for a client. He was able to just grow his website or social media at a scale of 2% per month. But after he enrolled for my services, his I would say the success rate got up to 7 to 8%. Then decode how you actually help that person. That is what HR is actually interested in talking about. This is your technical round basically. Your technicalities that is getting checked over there. The second kind of fresher is who is actually fresh out of the college. I would tell you, don't put much of your brain over there. This is your first step towards the corporate sector. ज़्यादा दिमाग नहीं लगाना. Yes, search for good opportunities according to your marks. Basically, वहाँ पे marks आप बोल सकते हो कि मेरे marks आए थे, but I would tell you one thing. When you sit for an interview, nobody sees your marks. They always mark. Your mark sheets are actually tested in your, I would say, in your documentation round. But prior to that, the HR is only focusing upon who are you as a person. So involve yourself in internships. That is very, very important if you want to get more experience prior to getting into a job. If you're a fresher, get more experience, get hands-on towards what corporate sector actually looks like, and it's easy to go. Don't negotiate much. If you are a fresher, like you are just from a college, right? Don't negotiate much, but yes, look for a good company. That is what I will focus upon, because I pretty much believe having a good company and getting experience is also very, very important over here. So yeah, that sums up my point over here. Yeah.
All right, and it is just, the first building block of your whole career. So I think it's good if you're working for a new company. The
Yeah.
experience really matters too, right?
Yeah.
All right,
It
coach. So
matters.
the we're having jokes in the comment section now.
Yeah, these are,
All right.
so they will do that.
Okay, so
Yeah.
my next question is this. So it's very true that negotiation is extremely important, but half of the time people are very hesitant about, asking for what they think that they should get.
Yeah.
So how do they remove this hesitation and actually, go and be upfront about it?
The first thing I would like to tell Ansel over here, that if you're not negotiating, you are disrespecting yourself. As simple as that. Like, you are cribbing yourself for the skills you have. Like, you are getting underpaid. आपको लगता भी है कि I am not getting the efficient salary, I am not getting that, I am not getting this, I am not getting that. But again, you are just agreeing to it. And now people will tell you lockdown का time है, कैसे होगा, HRs will not get in touch with me. This is wrong. I have a person who is in my community, like he is one of my known. He helps people to get salary hikes. So I would tell you the testimonies we have, honesty, like people are getting hikes of 100%. Like they're getting hikes of, if the salary is 5 lakhs CPC, they're getting hikes of entirely 100%, 120%, 150%. So this is there in your mind. First things first. The first thing that is very, very important over here is improving yourself every day. If you're not able to do that, nobody's gonna do that for you. The second thing is remove all the obstacles that are there in your mind. Remove everything that's coming in your mind. Always remember, you are the only one who will give you the right platform for everything. Every time we look forward to a person, हमारी life में कोई आएगा, we will find that angel in our life who will take our life to a different direction. Always remember, you are the angel for your life. You have to dig hole every day and you have to find out the opportunities for yourself. That's very, very true. Third thing that I would like to tell you, that now opportunities are everywhere. Social media is the biggest opportunity. Like Alpha Board find me through social media only, right? So social media is actually a very big opportunity. LinkedIn is a game changer now. Learn how to use LinkedIn. That's very, very important. Get in touch, maintain, I would say build good relationships. I pretty much believe that people over here, like, they are always believing in one thing, that is give and take relationship. कि हमने किससे बात करी, उससे हम लोग अपने काम की बात कर ले, and that's something about it. But always focus on building relationships. Get connected with people. Build real relationships. Have real conversations. Always remember one thing. When you give more value, people come to you and they will definitely tell you that, why don't you join my company? Isn't it? So always focus on building relationships and find out common contacts. That's something very, very important. And then you can just find out different opportunities for yourself. I pretty much believe that sums up the entire thing. But yes, removing all your mental barriers at the very first place is very, very important. That you have to let go of everything that's coming in your way, because nobody else is going to do that for you. Network with people is really, really, really important. Yeah.
All right, okay, and I'm again going to remind everybody, if you have any question, feel free to ask. Remove all the mental barriers right now and ask the question, because we're live and you can get your answers in real time. All right, coach. So the next thing that I want to ask you is communication skills are also very important, right? Other than networking and building relationships. So how does communication factor in the process of negotiation with any company?
Yeah, perfect. That's a beautiful question. So prior to answering this, I would like to tell one thing. Like, you actually very beautifully said that remove all the mental barriers and ask questions. You just rightly said that. I would like to tell you, we actually, हम जब छोटे होते हैं ना, हमें ऐसा लगता है when teacher used to ask us that you have any doubts, we used to keep quiet just because कि मैम कभी हम कुछ गलत ना बोल दें. Maybe everybody will perceive me like I am a fool. So always remember, when, for example, when you ask a question, maybe you will be fooled for once. But if you don't ask a question, you will be fooled for a life. Similarly, if you don't negotiate, maybe you will feel like HR will consider me as a fool for once. But if you don't, you will be a fool for your life, for yourself. You will always have this starting going on your mind कि काश मैं पूछ लेता. So don't let all these things
You
go
never
on.
know the
Yes,
opportunities that you are letting go.
Coming back to your question. Yeah, you were saying something?
I was saying you're letting go of opportunities without even taking the chances, right? So it's better to take that chance rather than wondering later कि क्या मैं ये कर सकती थी.
Exactly, that's very, very true. Very true. It's very good to take up opportunities and take risk in your life. Coming back to the question and response of communication skills. So first of all, let us understand that what is this communication. Communication is not woohoo that many people tell us. Communication ये है, communication को. It's simple. Communication is conveying your thoughts, emotions from yourself to the other person in simple and easy way. That's simply what is communication all about. But nowadays, people actually don't know even to talk about their feelings, their emotions, their thoughts to somebody else. Because I believe social media has taken so much of toll on ourselves, we actually have forgot how to talk to people. We have already, we are so much, I would say, we have become typing freaks. We know how to type, but we don't know how to talk in real life. Nowadays, when people tell somebody that please come on webinar, please take a webinar, please ask some questions in a webinar, people are not able to do that. The simple reason is because they are getting so much of I would say they are getting so much addicted by the social media, so much addicted by the typing thing that they are not actually having any exposure nowadays of how to talk to people. So yes, it's very, very important to have communication skills because it is through your communication you will be able to deliver your thoughts, whatever knowledge that you have to your HR. Right? Again, it's very, very important to understand one thing over here. Communication, maybe you need to have a lot of things that needs to be taken care of. When you are there in an organization, when you are there to do for an interview, you are going to sit for an interview. Along with your verbal communication, your non-verbal communication actually plays a lot of role. So what are these verbal and non-verbal? So verbal is what I speak. What am I speaking? That's verbal. Non-verbal is my body language, the level of confidence that I have, the way am I smiling, what are my facial expressions. Am I actually portraying a body language that is really, that is saying no, or I have a body language that is saying yes. Okay, happens. It needs some. You are going there and you find that that person is looking very aggressive in terms of the body language. You don't feel like talking to them, right? There is an aggression in their personality. So again, what is that? That is an aggressive pose that they're having. They will cross their hands. They will look like this. They will not have a tint of smile on their face, right? So that is something that's a no thing. Having a smile is very, very important when you are communicating. Maybe you must have seen that whatever the opportunities come in your life, whether it's good or bad, always have a smile on your face because that's the simplest way through which you can say anything in your life. It's a difficulty, it's a positive thing. So yeah, having good communication skills, again, coming back to that, you should be very clear. Being prepared is the key. Having clarity is the key. Like most of the people, they actually don't prepare themselves before they go for an interview. That's again a no thing. You need to prepare yourself well. You need to have very good command over your testimony, whatever you want to tell to the HR. Because I don't want any of my students, any of the student of Alpha Board to just, when they come out from the gates of, when the room of the interview, and then they will just think and crib in their mind, यार मुझे तो वो line बोलनी चाहिए थी, मेरा interview और अच्छा हो जाता. No. Being prepared is the key. Know what can hit the HR really well, how you can pitch the HR in a very beautiful manner. You should know all these things. So being prepared is very, very, very important. Again, practice is also very, very important. That if you don't practice, again, it will not, I believe, it will not give you good results. Because when you practice yourself by recording yourself or by seeing in the mirror or by having a mentor in your life who can help you in finding that how you can just sail through everything. That's again very, very important. That is again, I would tell you, it's a shadowing game over habits. Like you have a mentor, you shadow him, you learn from him or you learn from her, and then you grow in your life. That is something that happens. Okay. So having a mentor over here is very, very important. Practice again and again and again. That till the time you are not satisfied. And always have a community of people in your life. Always have a community of people in your life, those who can help you in identifying where you are going wrong and where you are going right. Who can tell you that, okay, for example, you have a group of friends, somebody has good skills. For example, I have my own community wherein I have students, wherein I coach them, train them how you can ace up your communication skills when it comes to personal communication, business communication, and a lot of things, so on and so forth. So whenever something opportunity comes in their way, I am the person at the back of their life to help them. Ki nahi, this is not something that you should not tell to the HR. This is something that you should tell because this will give you brownie points. So again, practice again is very, very important. Community plays a very important role over there. Like, आपने कुछ किया, then you have at the back 3 to 4 people that are very good friends of yours, or very good mates of yours who can correct you when you're going wrong. So that actually helps you a lot. So again, practice is the key, and delivering whatever you want to say in a perfect manner, having that self-belief. Belief in yourself is very, very important, that you have that undying faith in your own abilities. Always remember, when HR asks you something, when he's there to ask you something, he only will test you, he will only test your knowledge for 50 to 60%. But when he asks, he gives you a situation, when he asks you a question. But what he actually wants to say is how you react or how your facial expression actually change when a situation comes up in front of you, whether you know it or when you don't know it. Right? So handling situations is very, very important. And again, negotiation skills are very crucial. So yeah. Yes, Ananya.
All right, coach. So you just told us how having a mentor is also pretty important, right? So what I want to ask is, how do you think, organizations such as ours and mentors such as you are, Alpha Board, and even you can help freshers with this? How do you think mentors, kind of furnish these skills onto their students, and what is the exact role that they play? Do they, give you mock sessions as well, or some other ways through which students can actually get over their fear? So what exactly is the role of these mentors?
Yeah. So I would tell you, mentors have a very crucial role in all this. If you talk about the fresher as well. So basically, if I talk about platforms like Alpha Board, like Board Infinity, so basically these are like, always remember, a ready-made kind of thing. Ready-made structure gives you a lot of comfortness in your journey, because you get ready-made mentors. First thing, you get ready-made strategies, you get a lot of things ready-made. So you just have to enroll yourself, you just have to go there and you just gain the knowledge, and then you have this thing also that they will give you hands-on practice sessions, right? They give you hands-on practice sessions. So again, whatever you are learning, you are getting to implement it in your real life. You are able to see the differences in that way, right? So if I talk about Alpha Board, amazing opportunity that everybody should offer. If you are a fresher, even if you are a working professional, like you want to ace up your life in terms of communication skills, if you are in any of the sector, because the beauty of Alpha Board is they cover all the sectors. They are not limited to one aspect. So that's the beauty of them, and that's similarly the beauty of me as well right now. So I actually train a lot of people when it comes to, so basically I help brands, startups and individuals to 10x their scalability so that they can achieve everything that is dire by decoding the right formula of soft skills. So people actually know कि soft skill क्या होते हैं, normally पता है, but they actually don't know how to actually apply the soft skill to actually 10x their life. So now I've told you one way to 10x your life. For example, you are earning whatsoever salary today. Make it in your mind very, very clear that yes, I want to upgrade my salary. And one more thing also here that is very, very crucial, that you can find out which salary bar you actually lie into. Like according to the skills that you have, according to the, I believe, exposure that you have, according to the experience that you have, you can find out your perfect pay scale. There are a lot of platforms on, like there are Glassdoor is there, pay scale is there. So you can go on these platforms online, you can just write down about yourself, you can just write down everything. It's a free tool that you can use. So herein you can get an estimated salary amount. कि हाँ आपकी salary इसके बीच में होनी चाहिए. But always remember, when the HR will ask you that what amount or what salary bar that you think that you fall into, don't give that near about 60,000 per month, or don't say that near about 80,000 per month. If you feel like you actually deserve 82,360 rupees per month in hand, say this clear amount, because this gives a very good, I would say, edge to you on the other, in despite to the other person, because you have clarity for yourself. And clarity, my friends, is a very big game changer in everybody's life. So yeah, this is very important.
All right, okay. I guess we got a testimony right now from somebody who's saying that they're pretty happy to be with us, and believe me that we are pretty happy catering to your needs. And I'm going to remind everybody, go follow Alpha Board right now, because this session was pretty helpful for me too personally. So we're going to have these sessions a lot more often, and you're going to learn something new every day. All right,
Exactly.
coach. So my last question to you, before we sum up this session, is what advice would you give? Like, you've been giving advice throughout the session, which is pretty amazing too. But to sum it all up, what would you suggest somebody who is in that phase of life where they are about to go and negotiate a salary? So what
Yeah.
advice would you like to give to them?
So first of all, I would like to tell you one thing. Don't negotiate on nails. Never do that. Because when you are doing it, there is no personal connection with the person. And always, that's why I said, building relationships is also very important in your journey. So always have good relationship with people. Always become a supporting hand to everybody, whether it's any colleague of yours, whether it's your senior, anybody. Always remember, people bow down to people who are actually very helpful, or actually supportive. And if, for example, you don't have very good, know-how with your manager, know-how with your colleagues. So how many times you would say that there should be a bar between professional and personal life, but that would crack somewhere in the middle. It would happen because we are human beings. We cannot just compromise. We cannot say no to that. That's gonna happen. So it's very important that you first of all is building relationships, building beautiful relationships, professional and beautiful relationship. Don't get personal with anybody. That's something that I would tell you. Being personal is something that's absolutely a no-no. Have difference in your professional and personal life. Build professional relationships, okay? Second one is when you want to negotiate, don't do it over mails. Never ever do that. For example, what happens is किसी बच्चे का आजकल online interviews ही होते हैं. So when you do that interview online, then the candidate takes up the HR that nahi, I want this salary, I want this salary. No, it should be very clear in your mind when you're talking to somebody. You're able to sense what is their reaction. What is their reaction when you are saying that? Always have a one-on-one communication response to that. That's very, very, very crucial. Okay. And other thing is having self-belief. Right. Find out the right pay scale of yours. That I have told you, there are two platforms which you can use. Like there's Glassdoor and there's payscale.com. It's absolutely free. You can just go and find out and be very, very, very clear. Clarity is the key over here again. Be very clear. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. And have belief, enroll yourself for platform like Alpha Board and me, because we are always there to upgrade you, to help you grow. And you know what? I pretty much believe employment and getting somebody employed, getting somebody successful is the biggest charity you can ever do for somebody. That is what I actually believe in. I was there in Goa and then I met the founder of Resort Rio. So he said this beautiful line to me and I was like, boom, this is so amazing. So yeah, that's about it, Ananya.